on days like this, you get to hear everybody talking about price action, being choppy, getting whipped around, taking losses and all these other things. But for me today, what I want to touch on is the psychological aspect of trading. Uh, as much as I want to blame price action and, what I was seeing in the market as a reason for the blow up date today that I had, uh, it was actually a lot different than that. As I reflected on it, as I went through the trades, kind of marked it up, and I did something a little bit different today, the way I marked it up, and I would love to know what you think about it and comment, please. But I'm just going to walk through mentally and emotionally what I was going through and kind of show the P&L, and, a pattern will emerge. And, I hope somebody for sure learned something from this. It was a terrible day for me, the worst day of the year. I basically blew one of my straight to funded accounts. I put another one $1,000 in drawdown. So basically 50, almost probably closer to 70% in drawdown. And I just kind of destroyed my last good week of trading. So let's just get into what I was seeing in the morning and go over what happened psychologically as I started to trade. So I got to the desk a little earlier this morning, 5 a.m. West Coast time. We do what is called Coach's Corner in our Black Shirt Club. And it's basically every Monday morning we get together as a group and we talk about the wins of the week. So I'm now looking at the charts an hour earlier than I usually would be. So this is kind of what I saw. We had this price action, and this blue line here is the start of week VWAP. And this was anchored from the previous Sunday. And as you can see, price failed to get above it, and it was showing as a strong sign of resistance. And as we get into the Sunday open yesterday, as market opens, we get a push up through it for the first time. And now it's turned into a key level of support. So we would be looking at being long biased today. I see this run up here coming into me getting to the desk, and, there's something about it that I wanted to start trading. I don't know what it is, but I thought maybe I could throw some small size on something and do something. But that's what I was seeing. We finally get some, the markets are looking a little more bullish. We're showing price using a key level for support versus resistance. So I will get into what happened next, and let's just go from there. So here we go. Let's get into what happened and why I ended up blowing up basically both accounts. So as we're in Coach's Corner, I don't know why I saw that bullish price action from the overnight, and I was thinking I'd catch a long into the open. I never trade pre-market like this. It's something I don't do. But I was at the desk already where we're doing Coach's Corner, and I figured, hey, I'm going to throw a long on. Clearly, I was just throwing it on because we haven't even taken the high a day VWAP. There's nothing to tell me to get in, but these three, what I'm going to say are bullish candles, but basically they're just three bullish candles in a row. I enter long. I get into this position. There's news coming in at 5:30, 8:30 Eastern time, which is, I believe, sales numbers month over month. And I end up moving my stop down. I originally had my stop up here tighter, closer to the start of day VWAP. Now I had moved it down, just thinking in case we get a big wick and something happens, I won't get stopped out. Clearly, I didn't open it up enough. Again, which I'm already taking a big enough loss, but look on that news, I get stopped out on the wick. So I'm down right off the get-go, $333. Instead of patiently waiting, I should have closed the trade before news, and I would have been basically break even. Wait for this break of the high day VWAP. So now I'm down 333. We get a break of the high day VWAP. I get back in right away long. I get up here. I basically make the money back. So I'm almost break even, but I'm not. I'm still a little bit in the hole. So I say, hey, what the hell? I'm going to take another trade. I go long again. Get another $86. So now this 86 and this 320, I'm up 400. I'm plus 60 on the day. I leave the desk. We're done Coach's Corner. I feel a little bit of relief that I got that money back, this silly trade that I took. I go do the rest of my morning routine, spend some time with Hillary, have a coffee, come back to the desk. I come back to the desk about 5 or 10 minutes after market open. We had this push higher. Seeing this, there's this level of FOMO that kicked in that just, yeah, this is something I'm really struggling with right now and something I really need to work on. So as price rejects here off the opening range high, pulls back down, we get a clean bounce off the New York VWAP. Now me, and not being prepared or being just, uneasy from what happened this morning, I hesitated and I waited and I ended up getting in up here long, way too late. If I was in back down here, great. I could have pulled 10 points to the top of the opening range and been okay. So I get in long here. This is way too late. Just a horrible price. It pushes higher. I close at the top of the opening range. I'm up $57. So technically I'm up $120 on the day. But I just can't leave it alone. This was the start of the downfall. The actual start of the downfall in all reality was taking this trade, getting stopped out here on this wick and being livid about it and just carrying that anger over into the next trades. I get in long right away again thinking this thing's going to push higher. Boom, it turns around on me. I close the trade early. I'm down $242. So now I'm in the negative $120. And here we go. This is where the fun starts. Price pushes back down. I say, hey, we're below the New York VWAP. I'm going to get short. Price pushes down, comes back up. I close the trade at the New York VWAP and I panic. I'm down another 150. Now I decide to go long again. Price pushes back up to the opening range high, rejects off it. I close the trade again, panic, down another 214. I get in long again thinking this is going to be a break and a retest of the opening range high. Now I'm just, I'm in desperation mode. And this time I have to prove to myself psychologically that I know what I'm doing and that, I have to justify these last trades that I took in this, that I'm not on tilt. I know what I'm doing. I'm in control. Clearly, I am not in control, but I've convinced myself I am. And here I take a full loss. As you can see, the losses, I managed to keep them somewhat small. Now we're in the hole. Now I take this $550 loss. And it's just, this is almost the end. Price comes back down, sits on this. Don't even worry about that low a day VWAP. That's from before. That wouldn't have been on the screen, but comes here, kind of chops around. We push higher. I decide to get in long one more time. Price comes back down on me. I don't have any room left in the account now because I'm down. What would it have been? I would have been down $11.50. As price pushes back lower, I hit my daily loss limit on that account. Toast. There's $100 of drawdown left in the account. But basically, it's fried. There's not much I can do. I'm really upset with myself. And one thing I told myself last week, and I did a very good job of it, when I had a day like this, I stayed away from an account that I was conservative in and that I had about 50% profits in it. Well, I switched over to that account. What do? I decide to get short. I take a trade. It goes the other way on me. I close it early. I'm down $114. I should have walked away. No. I need to be right. I need to tell myself I'm right. I need to prove it to myself and everybody else around me. I decide to get long. Again, now I'm in this state of needing to be right and needing to prove myself right to justify all these silly mistakes that I made, all these silly trades that I took. And what do? I hold on to the trade. It turns all the way around on me. I have no reason to be in the trade. I've taken the New York VWAP. What am I waiting for? A bounce here at the start of day VWAP? Like, it's just, this is pure desperation. I get stopped out. I'm down now $911 plus the 115, so I'm about 1,100 down or something like that. I decide to get into another trade. I take another short as I think price is going to reject here. I get in. Price turns around just in one candle. Look at that. Like, I'm out here for minus $900. the next candle I get in thinking this thing's going to push lower. On this one candle right here, price turns around on me. I'm sized in. I'm 10 micros. I don't have any room left in the account. I'm down 342, hit DLL. So I managed to this morning take 16, 15, 20 trades or something and hit my daily loss limit in both my straight to funded accounts. One has $100 of drawdown left in it. The other one has about 600. So basically one's blown and one is on the verge of being blown, 75, 70% in drawdown. Just overall a poor day, poor day, poor outing on my part, poor decision making. Let the emotions take control, let the psychology kick in. So as much as I wanted to get into break down each trade and the fundamentals and technicals and what I was thinking, it don't matter. This was all mental, a complete mental breakdown. And it's something that I hope anybody watches and just, take something away from it, because I definitely learned some hard lessons today. And if someone can watch this video and not have to learn those lessons as hard as I'm learning them, that's all that matters to me. So just coming back and looking at the calendar here, I had this week, I had that tilt day on Wednesday. I managed to, stay disciplined, be strong, get through the week. And I came into today. I'm clearly out of pocket. I'm clearly out of my routine, being off for the 3 weeks vacation that I just got back from. Must have done something to me mentally. I have some other stuff going on off the desk right now that needs to be dealt with, some personal stuff. So, letting everything spill over into my trading. This is not how I trade. If anybody that's part of the Black Shirt Club or anybody that knows me, this is not 16 trades. A tilt day like this it's just, I've been trading long enough that these days shouldn't be happening. I'm in my second year of trading. It's been actually much harder than my first year of trading. Maybe because I think I know it all, or I think that, hey, I survived the first year, it's going to get easy now. It's not. It's not getting easy. It's actually getting harder. And I think that's just days of overconfidence that just spill over into lack of confidence and spill over into lack of conviction, and then just taking trades for the sake of taking trades. I got a lot of work to do. I got a long road ahead, but I will get through this. I will pick my head up, and I will, get a payout. And I got to let go of that fact that I'm in my second year of trading and I expect things to be different and I should be making $1 million. Clearly, I'm not in a mental state right now to be doing that, but it's something I'm going to work towards. That's still my goal this year. I'm not letting that go. I just have a lot of work ahead, and I really need to work on staying disciplined and really need to work on my mental game and understand what's going on inside my head when I'm in a trade. Something I'll be working on, something hopefully everybody will follow along and check it out. But yeah, that was my day. I blew up a funded account, almost blew up another one. So, I got to shake it off, get back to the desk tomorrow, reset, and just come into it like I was trading before at the beginning of the year, even the end of last year. So I know I can get there again. It's going to be a grind, but I'll get there.